welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Tuesday. We start with the whole Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman controversy about not appearing on Raw. If you're not aware, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman were scheduled for this week's Raw to confront Roman Reigns and have a bit of a back and forth promo battle, but they never appeared. Roman Reigns went out and cut a shoot promo, non-scripted, completely real promo, on Brock Lesnar. That's what happened on the show. It has not been confirmed or completely clear regarding what happened with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, but it is believed to have been an 11th hour creative change. Apparently only a couple of people knew that they were not going to be there, and obviously the idea of the shoot style promo from Roman Reigns was to get him cheered, because he got booed when he went out there, but by the end of the segment he was being cheered. So the idea of this whole segment, as far as we can tell, is to get Roman Reigns cheered and turn a lot more of a babyface against Brock Lesnar, so when he overcomes the Beast, people may actually be happy. Yeah, obviously he did the impression that he was doing an unscripted promo and that he would get in trouble for it backstage. So he'd be like, I'm going to get back there and get my ass chewed out. And Dave Meltzer did say what he did in the ring was obviously scripted. To a sort of hardcore fan and a smark, you can tell it was scripted. The question is, why did the script change? Did somebody come up with an idea? Whereas we had Wrestle Votes contradict a little bit of Dave Meltzer, saying, as hyped during the Chamber match and social media all day yesterday, Brock Lesnar was scheduled to appear on Raw and was written into the show as a segment with Reigns. While the details are still coming out, it doesn't seem like, for whatever reason, Brock no-showed last night. It's still possible for the Brock thing to work. It did catch multiple people backstage off guard as where he was. So if they went to those great lengths to work everyone just so Roman could cut a shoot star promo, nice job to WWE. However, that's not likely the case here. Why? Why wouldn't they make him do a shoot star promo? Why would you tell everyone backstage? Because then it could get leaked on the internet and then this video wouldn't have even happened. So yeah. So that's all I can tell is, to be honest, it's got a lot of people talking about Roman in a good way, because I mean the promo was banging. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Better than his WrestleMania night after WrestleMania 1 last year. It's 15 minutes of abuse. It's my yard now. Boom. It's even better than that. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see where Roman is going to go with here. But yeah. Now we go to UFC news. I know I don't cover it, but this is to do with WWE, or Brock Lesnar more specifically. John Jones, the rumoured person Brock Lesnar will have a match with, was given a license revocation and fined $205,000 for a positive drug test for steroid termibol on Tuesday by California State Athletic Commission. It was clear from how the proceedings went that California was not looking for a long suspension, leading that to the USADA, which still has to rule on the failure. The USADA could suspend Jones for up to 4 years based on being a second positive test, or 6 years given excruciating circumstances. A revocation of license should mean Jonas will be eligible to apply for license 1 year from now. Although Jones' attorney Howard Jacobs said he thought it meant he could apply in August, which will be 1 year from after the positive test, and he was never corrected, nor was the time frame on when he could apply specifically addressed. So yeah, apparently he failed a test. Ooh. So who knows what's going to go on here with the Brock Lesnar match now. Damn. We'll just have to wait and see if Brock Lesnar will actually have a match, but John Jones won't be able to have a match until at least August, which is when I believe Brock Lesnar's contract is up. So we'll have to wait and see, but damn, getting a failing drug test. Damn. I'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. Then we go to what's scheduled for tonight's SmackDown, if you wanted to know. We have Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin, which was set up after Corbin laid out Zayn and Kevin Owens last week. Styles will defend No. A face-to-face segment with the Usos and New Day is also scheduled. John Cena will appear tonight on SmackDown as well, and Ruby Riott vs Naomi, which was announced last week, is also set for tonight. So we'll have to wait and see. So we've got a Sami Zayn vs Baron Corbin match, New Day and Usos, and Ruby Riott vs Naomi. So not too bad of a schedule. Cannot wait to see what they're going to do tonight. Hopefully it's going to be better than the last few weeks. And then last night, Sunday night, Lana sent out a tweet criticising TV. I like to watch shows and sports that I can't predict every single thing. If I can predict every single thing that's going to happen in the TV series, I stop watching. Please, for the love of God, shock me sometimes. Keep me on my toes. Give me some real drama. And people are predicting that is a massive shot at WWE Creative. I've got to say, if that is a shot at Creative, Lana, you've got some big balls to do that. Seriously, Jesus. But damn, you've got some massive courage for that. But I can kind of agree with that. And then, as previously rumoured, Braun Strowman would face The Miz for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 34, but it's clearly not the direction that WWE are now going with. According to Dave Meltzer, WWE wants to keep Strowman available for the Universal title match in case something happens with Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. Here's what Lesnar said. I don't know if they're going to go with Strowman and Reigns with Brock, or if something's going to happen with Lesnar. Obviously, Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman is the only match you could put in that spot. If something happens with Roman Reigns, and something still could, obviously injury or this whole steroid scandal thing with John Bravo and that other person could blow up in his face, who knows. Strowman will also be the other guy you could put in that spot as well. Obviously, he also addressed the steroid accusations, and there is concern about Roman Reigns for sure, but right now the idea is that he is the main event of WrestleMania. This is Braun Strowman backup. There is a Braun Strowman backup plan clearly in place. That's kind of sad that he's the backup plan. But I get why they're going to do it. They should just make it a triple threat and be done with it. And then, regarding John Cena's match at WrestleMania 34, Cena is still expected to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania. The Undertaker is reportedly still training for the match. Cena has been advertised for Fastlane. The current speculation is that Cena will either become the 6th participant in the WWE title match or challenge Shinsuke Nakamura for the number 1 contendership spot. So yeah, they are still looking to do Cena and Undertaker, which is good. And then there was a fan sign that was briefly seen on Raw that read, "Enzo didn't do it," a reference to the recent rape allegations. The sign was quickly confiscated by security. Good on you. I mean, I get you can spread that message, but don't bring signs in saying that he's innocent or guilty or whatever, because it's not appropriate regardless of what the sign says. And then, yeah, WWE tweeted Paul Heyman. They actually tweeted him saying, "Has some explaining to do regarding Brock Lesnar's absence from Raw, or does he?" And then leaked something. He said, "Cute spin WWE. By the way, the link doesn't work. How will you explain that?" Yeah, apparently the original promo as well was stating that Lesnar was going to call Roman Reigns a bitch. They were both not in the building at all, apparently, as well. Interesting. And then, while Kane did not appear on Raw, PW Insider noted that Kane was backstage at the event. Kane is currently being advertised for Raw events in March, so there's still a chance he'll return to television prior to WrestleMania. And then, former WWE stars CM Punk and Stu Bennett, has been announced for the 3rd season of the Netflix series Ultimate Beast Master. Obviously, Stu actually did a whole promo. Yes.
Hey everybody, this is Stu Bennett, and I am excited to announce that I will be hosting Ultimate Beastmaster Season 3 on Netflix for Team UK, alongside my wonderful co-host, Kate Abdo.
It goes on to say about the whole thing. But yeah, that's quite interesting that they're going to have CM Punk and Stu Bennett on the same thing. Interesting. And then this week's numbers of Raw were slightly down from last week. They did 3.195 million viewers, which was down from last week's 3.280 viewers, which is quite interesting, saying it had Ronda Rousey's Raw debut. We'll have to wait and see what's going to go on, but that's still not a bad number. And then there's been recent speculation about Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt having a final deletion / House of Horrors type match. Matt Hardy seemed to tease such a match happening soon with the following tweet. It had had Bray Wyatt's promo in it.
You made me hurt these innocent men.
That's his promo from Raw. And he went, "You're looking and sounding rather broken, Bray. I absolutely crave the opportunity to go to war with you once again for the completion of the deletion of Abigail. However, it shall only be on my terms, on my battlefield." Yes. But yeah, that I didn't do a very good break about a Hardy voice there, sorry. But yeah, basically, he's teasing the final deletion again. That would be great. Please do one. I liked the House of Horrors match. I know it was cheesy and but it was quite entertaining, to be honest, because it was something unique. So yeah, I can't wait to see what they do. And that has been the wrestling news for the day. I do hope you've enjoyed it. As always, if you have, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon. A link in the description below. Subscribe to more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye!